So you're minding your own business one day when suddenly out of nowhere, a 3-ton flying reptile swoops down from the sky, snatches you in its powerful jaws and takes you back to its lair to lay some eggs. And just as you're about to become dino toast, you wake up. You're covered in sweat, your heart is pounding, and you realize it was all just a dream. Phew, but then you remember the strange metallic taste in your mouth. It can only mean one thing. The T-Rex got you in the end. And now you're a part robot. Fear not. In this video, we'll take you on a wild ride through time to explore the surprising ways dinosaurs have influenced the world of technology. From fossil fuels to cutting-edge materials, get ready to discover how these ancient creatures continue to shape our world in big and small ways. So buckle up and prepare for an adventure that will leave you dynamite. Okay, so first up, let's talk about fossil fuels, because who doesn't love a good fossil fuel? Just kidding. They're actually terrible for the environment. But hey, they've powered much of our modern world. So let's be real here. Let's start with oil, the slippery, icky substance that makes our cars go vroom. Oil, as we know it today, was formed over millions of years from the tiny bodies of marine organisms like algae and plankton. These prehistoric critters would float around in the ocean, soak up some sun, then die and fall to the bottom, where they would be buried under layers of sediment. Over time, the weight of all that sediment turned the tiny bodies into thick, black liquid gold. But there was a problem. For a long time, humans had no idea how to get that black gold out of the ground. That was until the early 19th century when a Scottish geologist named James Hutton made a groundbreaking discovery. He realized that much of the coal and oil we find on land was once buried beneath ancient seas. This revelation led to the development of new drilling techniques that allowed us to extract these valuable resources. And the rest, as they say, is history. But wait, there's more. Another important contribution came from Edward Hitchcock, an American geologist who studied the distribution of fossils in the eastern United States. He noticed that certain types of fossils, like trilobites and corals, were only found in specific rock layers, which meant that he could use them to help map the age and history of the rocks. This technique became known as index fossil, and it helped scientists understand the order of events that had shaped the Earth over millions of years. And guess what? Those same principles are still used today to locate oil and gas deposits. By identifying the right rock layers and using advanced drilling techniques, we can extract these valuable resources more efficiently and with less environmental impact. So thanks, dinosaurs, for leaving behind such a rich fossil record that has helped us power our modern world. Okay, but seriously, let's move on to something a little less, destructive. Next up, let's talk about geological mapping, because even though we can't travel back in time and hang out with some actual dinosaurs, we do have their fossilized remains to thank for helping us map the Earth like the coolest time travelers ever. See, mapping the layers of rocks and soil on Earth. Super important whether you're planning to build a house or trying to figure out how to fight the next big earthquake. And that's where the magic of geological mapping comes in. Now, you may be thinking, what does any of this have to do with dinosaurs? Oh, everything, my friend. You see, when dinosaurs roamed the Earth millions of years ago, they left behind their fossilized bones and footprints. And by studying these remains, geologists have been able to piece together the history of the Earth like a giant Jurassic jigsaw puzzle. By matching up rock layers and the fossils they contain, geologists can create detailed maps showing the age and composition of different areas of the Earth. These maps are super helpful for all sorts of things, like figuring out where to look for oil and gas, predicting where earthquakes might happen, and understanding how the Earth's climate has changed over time. And the best part is that we don't even need to dig up dinosaur bones to use them as time travelers. Thanks to the work of paleontologists and geologists, we can explore the Earth's history without disturbing these ancient remains. So next time you're outside, take a moment to appreciate the work of these awesome scientists and the incredible dinosaurs that have helped them map the Earth. Who knows, you might even learn a thing or two while you're at it. Alright, so we've talked about fossil fuels and geological mapping. But there's another area where dinos have really made their mark: materials science. Seriously, these guys were way ahead of their time. When it comes to engineering and design, let's take their bones, for example. Dinosaur bones are super strong and lightweight, which is pretty impressive when you consider that they were designed millions of years ago without the benefit of modern technology. Scientists have been studying the structure of dinosaur bones for decades, and they've discovered some pretty amazing things. For example, they found that the walls of dinosaur bone are made up of a lattice of protein fibers embedded in a calcium phosphate mineral. This gives the bone its strength and flexibility, allowing it to withstand the enormous weight and pressure of a massive dino like the Titanosaurus. But it also makes the bone incredibly light, which is super important for animals that need to move quickly and efficiently. What's more, the structure of dinosaur bone is incredibly efficient. The protein fibers are arranged in such a way that they can distribute weight evenly throughout the bone, reducing the risk of breakage. And the calcium phosphate mineral is super tough, making it resistant to compression and tension. So not only are dinosaur bones strong and lightweight, they're also incredibly efficient. This has inspired scientists to develop new materials that mimic the structure of dino bones. For example, researchers at the University of Akron in Ohio have developed a new type of composite material that uses a similar lattice structure to give it incredible strength and durability. This material could be used to make everything from airplane parts to sports equipment, making it lighter and more durable than ever before. But that's not all. Scientists have also been inspired by the efficiency of dinosaur bones to develop new manufacturing techniques. By using a process called additive manufacturing, also known as 3D printing, scientists can create objects with a lattice structure that mimics the internal architecture of dinosaur bones. This could lead to the development of new medical implants that are stronger and more efficient, as well as new tools and components for all sorts of industries. So the next time you look at a dinosaur skeleton, remember that these ancient creatures were not only incredibly cool, they were also brilliant engineers whose bones have inspired some of the most innovative materials and manufacturing techniques of our time. And hey, if you're still watching after all this talk about bones, we gotta hand it to you. You're one tough cookie. So here's a bonus fact to show our appreciation. Did you know that some dinosaur bones have been used to develop new methods for detecting explosives and chemical weapons? Scientists have found that certain proteins and minerals in dinosaur bones have the ability to detect trace amounts of explosives and other dangerous substances. This discovery could revolutionize the way we detect threats at airports, sporting events, and other public places. Who knew that dinosaurs could help keep us safe, as well as inspire new technologies? Talk about a legacy. So keep your eyes peeled and your minds open. You never know what amazing discoveries await you in the world of dinotech. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, from fossil fuels to geological mapping to materials science. We've seen how dinosaurs have influenced some of the most important technologies of our time. But if you're still hungry for more knowledge, don't worry, we got you covered. Whether you're a die-hard dino enthusiast or just someone who likes to stay in the know, we've got the perfect newsletter for you. The best part is, it's totally free. So why wait? Click the link below to subscribe today and join the fun. We promise you won't regret it. So go ahead, treat yourself to the gift of knowledge and sign up for our newsletter. You'll get all the fun facts, quirky insights, and fascinating stories delivered straight to your inbox. It's like having a personal assistant who knows all the best jokes and can tell them without even trying. Plus, you'll be joining a community of smart, curious people who are just as passionate about learning as you are. Don't miss out on this totally tubular opportunity to level up your brain power and join the coolest club in town. Subscribe to our newsletter today.